Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Call Halay Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakadash, Double Knowledge Studios and the Apostles, the great Stone who taught me this truth. And double side text tell you Akim, the men that are prophesying their name throughout the four winds of the earth, and the truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and to the Alquad, the few sisters that are listening and learning to you. I say Shalom. Coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We'll go ahead to edify. Go ahead to edify and feed the lens of Yahweh Shem Shai. Praise. Let's be edifying and straight to the point. We're going to jump right straight into it, man. This is from RT News. And I'm reading that red caption. It says Biden say U.S. send troops to Eastern Europe in near-term media. All right. So you all know what that's about. All right. But in other cases, let's get into this article here. It says America is in danger of having more rivals than it can handle. Exactly, because what it says in Revelations, the 17th chapter, that the nations, that beast, which is the, let's just get it, man. All right, before we go any further, let's just get it. All right, let's let the scriptures talk, man. Revelation 17, excuse me, verse 16. And these 10 horns, which is the EU nations, which thou sawest upon the beast, and that beast is NATO, all right, these shall hate the whore. The whore represents Babylon the Great America, okay? And the beast and those 10 horns is on the beast, all right, it's starting to turn on Babylon, all right? And hey, that's why the article reads the way it reads, because hey, America is soon gonna have rivals, gonna have enemies, okay? All its allies are gonna turn on Babylon, and it is prophesied that it must happen, okay? In order for Babylon to be destroyed. Let's read on. Revelation 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Them ICBM nuclear missiles, all right? So, all right, let's get back to the article. Let's read. All right. As the Ukraine crisis rolls on, there is a growing fear among Western commentators and foreign policy elites that a China-Russia annex is consolidating, which will pose a gargantuan threat. All right, let's look at this word. Look at that word. All right, let's look at this word. Let's see what that word means, man.
Gargantuan.
Gargantuan. All right, enormous. All right, an enormous threat, a big threat. All right, enormous, massive, huge. All right. Giant threat. Let's see. All right, you get the bit, man. All right, gargantuan. All right, that word. So these nations, all right, China and Russia, they saying they pose a gargantuan threat. All right, which is a big threat, a major threat, an enormous threat, and China and Russia do, because China and Russia are these two nations, along with Iran, North Korea, and all the rest of these nations, are going to drop they're going to rain nuclear missiles on this place, man. Okay, Babylon the Great America. So yes, it poses a gargantuan threat. All right. With this thinking, many, especially on the right of the U.S. politics, have called for an effort to split Moscow from Beijing by courting Russia as an ally to tackle the threat of China, which is not going to happen, okay? Because, hey, China and Russia, hey, they coming together, man. All right, China is making deals with Russia. All these nations are, stop making deals. All right, China and Russia making their own currency. All right, they moved away from the petrodollar, which is gonna, hey, further weaken the petrodollar. Okay, the U.S. petrodollar. All these nations are turning away from America, man. They're starting to make deals with Russia and China. Okay, so hey, these nations, they don't want no more dealings with America, Babylon the Great America, because they've been burned by this place too long, man. Okay, with the sanctions and everything else. Okay, let's read on. While that is not yet the position of the Biden administration, it is reflected in its foreign policy goals somewhat in its wish for a stable and predictable relationship with Russia, which is not going to happen. Nope, ain't going to happen. It's not prophesied for it to happen. While seeking to prioritize China, however, owing to the unresolved dilemma of further NATO expansion along Russia's border, a repetition of the flawed Obama era logic that Moscow should be spoken down to as opposed to being treated as an equal thing. Things haven't worked out as planned, and it's not going to work out. All right, it's not going to work out because hey, these nations are they're plotting how to take down America, Babylon the Great. Let's read on, man. U.S. policies continue to be ultimately defined by a rigged absolutism, which is destabilizing global security in what one American academic characterizes as the overstretched superpower, asking, does America have more rivals than it can handle? Okay, all right, exactly. All right, because America's got military bases all over. All right, that's how ancient Rome fell. America is that Roman Empire revived. Okay, let's read on. Moscow has set out clearly as it demands for an improvement in relationship with the U.S., but in respective, irrespective of what foreign policy realists suggest, the neuroconservative thinking dominant in Washington can feasibly concede the prospect of any compromise with a country deemed adversarial, be it Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran. These are your key nations that are going to be a part of World War III, man. Okay, let's continue to read on. American foreign policy strategy since 1991 has been fantastically obsessed with affirming its unrelatable hegemony over the entire international system at all costs, irrespective of how realistic that is. This makes a balanced policy impossible. Now Washington finally finds itself facing pushbacks on multiple fronts. Hey, these nations are tired, man. Right? From rivals who are much stronger than they were. Woo! What scripture reminds you of that? Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna come back to that. What that scripture reminds you? Alright, let the weak say that I'm strong. I think I got it in here. No, I don't. Let's just get it anyway. I ain't got it in there. What does it say? What did the nation say? Let the weak say that I'm strong. Let's get it. Alright, let's read this. Joel 3, I'm going to start at verse 9. Points in verse 10. Alright, Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You see? So these nations that didn't have nuclear capabilities, hey, now they do. Hey, that's spirit right there, man. Let's read that again. Where was I? It says, now Washington finally finds itself facing pushback on multiple fronts from rivals who are much stronger than they were. You see? Hey, these nations say, hey, let the weak say I'm strong. Hey, that's spirit right there, man. This fact, excuse me, this factor is the true driver of the Bulgarian China-Russia strategic partnership, their growing closeness with Iran. All right, these nations that were once enemies with each other, hey, now they're getting closer. They're getting close relationships with each other now. They're coming together. All right, to do what? To take down Babylon the Great America. Let's read on. And Young gain, whatever the hell that is, doubling down on its nuclear program. The Biden administration's foreign policies may die on this hill of conflicting pressure. See? So, hey, all the talks, all the so called foreign policies that they're trying to make, peace treaties, all this shit, that all is going to die, man. Because, hey, it's not going to work. Okay? World War III must happen. Okay? Let's read on. The United States has been a major power for more than 100 years and will continue to be for the foreseeable future, which is absolutely a lie, man. No, it's not. That's not what the Bible prophesied, man. All right? And that's the pride of America. What did it say? The pride of thy heart had deceived thee. And that's what America believes. And that's what these Edomites believe, man. Mostly. Let's get a scripture on that. Because that's what you Edomites believe, man. All right? That your houses shall continue forever. All right? I think I got it in here. Yep. Psalms 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is, these Edomites, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generation. They call their lands after their own names. So they believe, hey, these devils believe that America is going to be forever, man. America is about to get ready to be destroyed, man. So that's wishful thinking, all right? And that's not what the Bible prophesied, man. All right? Babylon the Great America is going to fall, man. And as a matter of fact, let me get another one. Let's get another one. Lock in. All right. Jeremiah 51 and verse... Let's see. Yeah, right here. I'm going to read this. All right. I got it in here anyway. I might as well go and read it. Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. Flee ye out of the midst of Babylon. Now, we can't really literally flee out of Babylon. All right? Just spiritually remove yourself. Detach yourself from this place. Because, hey, this place is about to get destroyed, man. Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. Flee ye out of the midst of Babylon. Deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the same time of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. So how in the world this place is going to last forever? When the Bible prophesied that America, Babylon, the Great America is going to, hey, is going to be destroyed. Okay? Verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand. Where y'all heart at? Where's your heart at? Anyway, snarky. I'm sorry about that. Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All these nations have drunken of the wine of Babylon, the Great America, which is the philosophies, man. Okay? And even these nations are now saying that, hey, even these nations are now saying that, hey, America is, I'm trying to think of, somebody said something to the effect, how did it go? Wow. I forgot. Anyway, let's move on, man. Snarky about that. But I forgot somebody said something to the effect that, anyway, let's just move on, man. I ain't got time. Let's just move on. All right. Verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, and so she may be healed. Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So the sins of this place has reached into the ears of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? And Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is about to destroy this place. So the fact that Esau is trying to say this, and this is the mindset of Esau, man. Okay? Let's read this paragraph again. It says, the United States has been a major power for more than 100 years and will continue to be one for the foreseeable future. That's wishful thinking, man. That's the pride of Esau, man, thinking that Babylon, the Great America, is going to continue on. Its domestic policies may be increasingly unstable and unpredictable, but the country is not on the verge of collapse. That's a fucking lie. Excuse my name. That's a lie, man. That's bullshit. That is the issue. All right. Well, that is the issue. And you saying it's not the issue, but it is. Okay? It is on the verge of collapse. All right? This place is on the verge of collapse. Look at the shit that's going on, man. Okay? So, hey, this place is on the verge of collapse, man. It's all. Anyway, let's read on, man. The problem is that America has, for the past few decades, attuned itself to believe it must be the sole unpopular power in the world, and that its hegemony affirms after the Cold War amounts to a form of destiny and fate. This has produced a foreign policy premised on extreme levels of aggression, zero sum thinking, and a redemption that any competitor in any region on the globe must be subject to the full weight of military and ec- economic containment. They cannot they cannot be dealt with pragmatically or creatively or allowed to join a partnership with the U.S. in what might be in the world's best interest unless the world is permanently and ir- irrelevantly irrevocably molded to America's image. There can never be peace. And ain't gonna be no peace, man. Okay? Ain't no peace coming to this place, man. None. Alright? There ain't gonna be no peace. I'll put the rest of this in the description box. Let's get the scriptures, man. Alright? Because, man, alright? That's wishful thinking. Alright, let's get some scriptures, man. Let's go here. Because it is prophesied that Babylon the Great was going to fall, man. Okay, let's read. Revelations 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. This is the post-description of Babylon the Great, which is America, okay? Verse 3, for all nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornications with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Okay? That's when the elect being called into the chariots. Okay? All right? Why, Lord? Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. The sins of this place have reached into the ears of Yahweh Shem Shai, have reached into the heavens, man. So that's why the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is visiting this place, all right? And the rest of the world, like it says in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, when he began to visit the world which he made, all right? Especially Babylon, the Great America. But he's saving America for last, okay? He's saving this place for last, man. That's going to be the cherry on top. All right. Verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. Verse 7, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. That's the pride of America, man. Thinking, let's go back to that article, man, because, hey, these devils really believe that America's going to go on forever. And that's the mindset of the average Edomite, period, man. They thinking, oh, this place is going to continue. It's got another 100 years. And it's going to continue on for another 100 years, 200 years. No. No, that's what you Edomites want, man. You want your kingdom to continue on forever. But hey, your kingdom is coming to an end. All right, and Jacob is about to rule. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, man. Let's go back to the scriptures. Let's read verse 7 again. Revelations 18, verse 7 again. How much she hath glorified herself and did live deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh Shai power, who judgeth her. Okay? You know it's gonna come in one day, man. Okay? Verse 9. And the kings of the earth who had committed fornications and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. All right, 200 million missiles gonna drop on this place, man. All right, and hey, it's gonna be televised, man. All of this gonna be televised. The nation's gonna see the smoke of this place, man. This place is gonna be literally turned into a literal lake of fire. Okay. And that's why we're telling you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, that hey, to spiritually detach yourself from this place and come back to your heritage before it's too late, because this place is about to get burnt up. All right. Excuse me. Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. 1 hour. That's all it's going to take for this place to get burnt up, man, by ICBM nuclear missiles, man. All right. Let's see where I want to go next. I've already read that. Let's move on. Let's get this. Isaiah 47 in verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O daughter virgin of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right? Sit on the ground, the dust. All right? Dust represents confusion. Okay? So, all right? Verse 2. Take the millstone and and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the legs, uncover the thighs, pass over the rivers. Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Okay? So, hey, the Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back, and he's not going to meet you devils as a man, all right? This place is going to literally be burnt up, man. And let's get some scriptures to substantiate that. All right? This place is going to become a burnt mountain. All right? Jeremiah 51 verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. What is this talking about? America, Babylon the Great. Said the Lord Yahweh Shai, which destroyed all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee back from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Okay? This place is going to become a literal desert. Okay? All right? Let's just skip down to verse 28. All right? Jeremiah 51, verse 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes. All right? Prepare against who? Babylon, Great America. The nations with the kings of the Medes. All right? Who's the kings of the Medes? It's talking about Russia. Okay? The captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. Verse 29, and the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. You hear that? So, hey, the fact that you devils believe that Babylon, the Great America, is going to go on forever, no, man. All right? That's wishful thinking. All right? Let's see. Yeah, let's read this. It's Jeremiah 15, verse 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. It's talking about Babylon, man. All right? So how in the world, hey, that's wishful thinking. These Edomites really believe that Babylon, the Great America, is going to go on forever. But no, it's not. Okay? It's not prophesied that it will. Hey, you had your run. This place, this wicked-ass queendom had its run. And hey, it's coming to an end. All right? All right, let's read this again. Jeremiah 15, verse 13 again. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Okay? So there you go. Let's see. Let's get down. Let's see. Let's skip down right here. Let's get down here. Verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon. What's those archers? All right. Those archers, those nations. with their missiles, man. All right, ready to shoot upon this place. Okay, but all that's gonna happen during World War III. Let's read on. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done. Do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord Yahweh Shai, against the Holy One of Israel. Hey, like I say, this place is proud as hell, man. Okay, thinking that this place can't fall. Okay, verse 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Shai. Verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, said the Lord Yahweh Shai power of Israel. It's like part of the host. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. Let's read that again. I butchered it. Jeremiah 15, verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. It's talking about Babylon. All right. All right. Talking about Babylon the Great. Because this place is proud. You saw an article. All right. Thinking this place got another 100 years. Man, get out of here. Okay. Said the Lord Yahweh Shai, power of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. Verse 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall rise him up. For I will kindle a fire in his city, and it shall devour all around about him. Okay? So this place is going to be utterly burned with fire, man. Okay? All right? Let's get this in Obadiah verse 3. All right. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's the Edomite, man. Thinking that Babylon, the Great America, is not going to fall. This place is going to continue on forever. His dwelling place is going to continue on forever. He's going to continue to rule forever. No, man. This devil got a short time to rule. All right. And that's why he's doing the shit he's doing. Coming down with great wrath, because he knows that he got but a short time. Okay. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh Shai. Let's get down to verse 7. All right, we're getting ready to close out. Obadiah verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee shall deceive thee, have deceived thee, and prevail against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And that bread represents debt, man. Okay? All these nations are in debt because of Babylon the Great America. Let's get this in the NLT, man. All right. Obadiah. All right. Let's get this in Obadiah verse 7 in the NLT. It says, all your allies will turn against you. And that's what, hey, America is going to have rivals and allies. I mean, rivals and enemies pretty soon. Okay? Verse 7 again. All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace. All right? While plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it. There you go. So, hey. These nations are plotting against Babylon. You see Russia, China. So there ain't going to be no peace, man. No peace is coming, okay? Nothing but destruction, all right? Let's get one last scripture on that, too. Because, hey, that's wishful thinking, all right? Let's get this. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none, okay? Ain't going to be no peace. And as a matter of fact, yeah, the scripture just came to mind. Hey, this scripture right here. All right. Let's see. I want to start. I'm gonna start at verse 2. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai so cometh as a thief in the night. Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay. You're not going to be able to escape the coming destruction of this wicked-ass queendom known as Babylon the Great America, man. Okay? Ain't going to be no escaping. Only the elect, all right, are going to escape. by being delivered in the chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. Hey, with the 2/3 Israelites, you Edomites, and you heathen nations, nah, you're gonna be left here to become barbecue, man. Gonna be left here to burn. Be left here to burn. As a matter of fact, gotta get another one. That's the spirit, man. Call him like Yahweh Shem Shai. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, hey, all you proud ass Edomites, man, up in your pride. Yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai host. It shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right? Nothing. As a matter of fact, got another one. Yeah. Hey, scriptures popping up in my head. Hey, that's the spirit, man. That's the spirit work. All right. Isaiah 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. You hear that? Burning and fuel of fire, man. Okay? ICBM nuclear missiles is going to take this place out. 200 million of them. Okay? So this place is on its way out. And these nations, hey, these nations are about to come up against Babylon, the Great America, man. Okay, so this place is over with, man. All right? And the fact that these devils believe that America is going to continue on forever, that's wishful thinking, man. Okay? Wishful thinking. That's the pride of pride of thy heart has deceived you, Esau. All right? So I'm going to leave it there, man. Lord willing, I praise the lesson was edifying and straight to the point. All praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone who taught me the truth, and double citation to Akim, the man that are prophesying and aim throughout the four winds earth, presenting the truth with righteousness and sincerity. See you with another lesson soon, Lord willing. Kwame Yasharala, Shalom, Wild Bible Ball, About the One, DTA, Destruction of Babylon, the Great America. We are almost out of here. All right? Hey, we're about to be delivered, man. Lord willing. All right? Till next time, I say Shalom.